Welcome back to Chris Reviews Stuff. Today I'm going to be doing a video review on something that I really need in my videos, and that's more light. Currently I am in the room that I film most of my videos in, and the light is decent, but it's all just ceiling lights, it's light bulbs. So I need something to help with the light. So I picked up this ES-DDI, it's a 14-inch ring light. So it's a circular light that you attach the phone to, and it provides light on me. The pictures they show in on the product looked really good, so that's why I was looking at this one. And again, this one looks really good because it comes with a tripod, the light, and a phone mount. So you can attach your phone to the center of the light, so you don't have the light in the picture, like on the phone, but it does show on me. So this one looked the best for me. This is, I think it was about 80 bucks when I picked it up, so very comparable to whatever else is out there. And again, this comes with a tripod, it comes with everything you need, so that's why I went with this one. Let's go ahead and unpack it and put it to the test. So really excited to see how this looks with the video and everything, but also interested in how it's packed. Because it's just this circle here of light. So, okay. And that's that box. Let's see what's inside of here. I'm guessing inside this is pretty cool. This is like a nice little travel case. It's got a handle here, so you can go ahead and travel with this. Okay, so you have your power supply. It has a plug here that you can, insert it and remove it, so that's really good. You've got a tension on a spring here for your phone. This is what you would place inside, in the center of the light, so you can place your phone there to hold your phone. A LED photo and video light is what this says. This is English and a few other languages, so that's pretty good. Just some notes here, and tells you the parts of it, where the hot boots card mouth is, power switch, power socket, dimmer knob, so that's good to know. We'll see, and then actually the pieces that it comes with, and I'm guessing this is the bracket here. So good to have. Let's go ahead and take the light out of here. I mean, this is what we're really interested in. Packed well, you can see the light has this styrofoam wrapped around it in tape, so it's not going anywhere. On here it says it's the model PLV R360, LED quantity 360 pieces, power 40 watts. And then you have two switches here, which we'll get real close in on too. They go from 3200K to 5600K, and then you have 10% to 100%. And this is going to be your hot foot right here, which just slides in. So again, we'll get some pictures up real close so you can see that. We got two brackets here, which power mount, power switch, and then your power plug, and the nice little adapter there. So you can see this is for your tripod here, which I'm assuming is in that box back there. So let's go ahead and take this back off. This folds, power back in there, push this over to the side. Now that is a nice travel case. Let's hope that, I guess that's good enough to protect the light. You're not going to throw your tripod in there because it's just not going to fit and could damage the light as well. So not going to do that. So this here, and this bubble mount, this bubble wrap bag is, okay, this turns and bends so you can move the light however you need. And it's got a screw in here, which I'm assuming goes into this tripod. So you can see the feet are backwards, it stores backwards. All right, so now you can see much more of the mess in this room, but you can also see the tripod in its entirety here. So yeah, let's go ahead and read the manual on how to use this and plug it in before we go ahead and get started, because we don't want to do anything wrong. All right, so you have your tripod here, which is 3 different pieces to extend. And then you have your, bendy arm, which is a little stiff, but that's good because you don't want it to, overly bend. So the top of this tripod does have a thread on it, so it'll work with other attachments as well. So it's not just used for this light alone. You can use this for other things that you could attach to it. But this does come with the light. And now this inside of here is just a hollow opening. It is not threaded on the inside. And you do have this screw here to, you know, push this in with tension. So this just kind of sits on top of this, and you're going to screw this in to make it tight, and then it'll, you know, it won't move, it won't come off. So you can see we have the bending arm on this attached to the tripod. The top of that arm also, the top of this bendy arm thing, also has another threaded screw on top of it. So again, this can be used on other attachments and other lights, other whatever you need for filming, for taking pictures. It can be used for other reasons besides just this use. The light here has a articulating part here, which just kind of goes back and forth, has a screw to attach. You also have holes on the side here, so you can go from, you know, from the bottom or from the side, which is really cool too. And then this screw here holds it so that this doesn't bend anymore. So this just goes on top of this. And then in the back here, I'll turn it, this screw is what attaches or tightens this up so this doesn't come off. And then you would then tighten this up so the light doesn't move, doesn't turn, you know, doesn't move any other way, and then you're good. So then you can see I can kind of pick this up from the light itself. Nothing's coming off. All right, so now we have this light attached to the tripod here. We can see we have two knobs, one on the left, one on the right, and we have that shoe in the middle that we're going to use to attach the phone. Over here on the left, you can see we have a power switch on and off, and this is your plug that you're going to plug the power into. And you can kind of see a little bit more of the articulating arm here on the light. We'll go ahead and look at the back of the light a little more as well, so you can see all the markings on the back. This is the top. Again, this is the model number that matches over here. You can see there's quite a lot of ventilation on the light here too. This is the same thing as on the other side. Now let's go ahead and put this shoe in here. Get a little closer up on it. This is really cool so far. This tripod, I want to get a closer look at the tripod, but just this mount here for the phone or wherever you're going to use. This is really cool because this bottom part can come off of this, right? So now you can use this with anything. You can use anything on this as well. So you can take this part off if you need to. This has another adjusting part so you can allow this to move or not, which is really nice. This is so cool. So you have your shoe here, your square. It's going to fit into this. So that does not lock in there, I don't think. Right, there was one thing I wanted to add to this video too, was this shoe, if you look here, this bolt here that's spinning, this is actually what tightens this into this. So you could slide that in, and then you tighten this screw down, you screw it down, and it doesn't come out until you have to screw this. So before I thought it, was always loose, but it's not. So you can see I'm kind of pushing on it pretty hard, and it's kind of sliding. But yeah, if you screw that in really good, it's not going to come out. The next part too that I just realized too, come to the top of the light, and there's another shoe here for the light or for your phone mount. So this can actually slide into this. This doesn't screw in super good, but this can also be mounted here, and this doesn't come out, without really pulling on it. So you can mount your phone or your camera or whatever you need to. Sorry for it being, I'm holding it by my hand, the phone, the camera. So you can hold the camera, to the top, and you can also bring it down and mount it here. So it's pretty cool. So you can have it in the center of the light or the top of the light to kind of project your images. So that's pretty cool. One thing I didn't know until just now, so it's a good thing to feature. Now on this part for your cell phone, you can attach it from here so it stands upright, or you can see you can do it here as well. So you can do it like this. So you can grab the phone. That's pretty cool. This is really useful. This is multi-uses on this thing. So let's go ahead, attach it like this, because that's how I'm going to use my phone. Just got to find the thread, I guess, and screw it in. So this is how I'm going to use it with my phone. I'm going to lay my phone landscape-wise, so it'll be like this, not standing up portrait-wise. I like to lay it down. That's how it's actually filming right now. I'm going to use this to go ahead and plug in this in here. I'm going to get an extension cord so we can kind of move around a little bit. I'm going to actually see what the light looks like, and then I'll film a little bit with my phone, which is what I use to film everything, inside of this light and see the difference as well. All right, so we have the left knob, which is currently set to 5600K. And we have the right knob, which is set to 10%. And I'm just going to be having it on this line here so you can kind of see it. And you can kind of see me turning as well. So we'll turn the left knob here. And we turn it slow because we want to actually see the difference. And if you turn this fast, the light doesn't actually make any changes. It is a slow, gradual change. So let's go ahead and turn this up. I mean, this is a really, really big, you can see I'm at 100% now. We're at 3200K. We're going to turn back to the 5600 at the 100%. So we'll stop in between there, and then we'll go back from 100 down to 10. The light looks very clean. It looks evenly distributed upon what the light, my subject is, this line here. This is pretty cool so far. Turn it back to 100% kind of quick, and then continue on to 5600. So you're going to go from like a yellow to a white. So your yellowish light is your 3200K, and your 5600K is going to be like a white light, which is what I would want to film a lot of my things in because of what I do for the videos here. All right, so here I am. I'm using the light and only the light. There's no other light in this room, and it is dark out. It is nighttime. So you can see I'm about 5 feet from the light. And I currently have this set to about 90% on the one knob and about maybe 4,000 on the other. And the light looks really good. I can look at the light and not blind myself. I wouldn't want to stare at it for too long. But looking at the light, it is completely around the circle. I don't see any parts that are not lit. The entire ring is lit. So it's a lot of LEDs in there, evenly distributing the light, and I feel that I can look at this all day long and not be blinded by it as well. You can kind of see how well it works with me, as well as the subjects behind me, the material behind me, to see what is lit and what it isn't. So I'm going to go while we're still filming, we'll go ahead and turn this to like more of a yellowish light and see how that changes to me. So this is going to be this is 3200 at the same, I guess this is still going to be 90% of the intensity of the light, but at 3200K. So you can see it's more of a yellow light. Again, I can see pretty much how I turn that knob. The LEDs on the inside of this light don't turn off, they don't do anything like that. They just turn to a different color. So again, very evenly distributed light and a softer light here. This light I can definitely look at a lot longer than the other one. I'm not blinded by one or the other, but this one's a little softer, easier on my eyes as the subject to be filmed. So far, I really like the light. The tripod that it comes with is really awesome. So even if you don't use the tripod with this light, you could use it on really anything else because there's a lot of utility with this tripod. So again, just the tripod itself, that might be worth the purchase alone. The articulating arm that bends and moves, it's a little stiff, but I want it to be stiff because I don't want my light or my my $1,000 phone to fall, to break, anything like that. I don't want it to mess up the light and how I'm filming. So it's a stiff arm, but that's what it should be. I like it. The light itself, very cool. Being able to adjust the intensity and the light color, very cool. Nice, easy to read knobs, understand what to do. There's an on-off button and the ability to unplug the power out of the back so I can transport this. I'm not stuck in this whole, this big thing. I can transport this. It comes with a travel case, so I can put the light and all the wires inside of that. And I don't even have to use this tripod, but I would because this tripod's awesome. But you could use this light on any other tripod as well, or even on like an external source, because it does have the mount for the light is from the bottom and from the sides, so you could use this on other things as well. You could probably attach it to something on the sides, which makes the light really versatile as well. The phone mount, again, has a bottom, and it's on the back of it as well, so you can mount your phone or your camera, whatever you're going to use this light with. You can mount that many different ways, which allows you to really film anywhere, anything, at any time.
You do need to have electricity though to power it, so you're not going to be really filming in the middle of a park, but you wouldn't be filming in a park anyway because there's probably light outside. Really liking it. I'm going to get really into it much more and use it a lot more in my videos. I'm excited about it. So really happy with the purchase so far. This is the ES-DDI ring light. This is the 14-inch model. I felt if I went any bigger, I really don't need anything bigger because of what I film. It doesn't need to be much larger, but it does come like in a 16 and an even bigger size. But for 14-inch one, I'm really happy with that purchase. That's what I got. And that's probably one I would recommend. Without seeing the other ones, I really can't recommend which size is best for you. But read their Amazon webpage. It kind of tells you what size should be used for what. And see any other reviewers, what they say about how the sizes are. But super, super big thumbs up on the tripod. The light itself is great. This is a really good purchase to help me with my YouTube channel. And if you're doing any other video or anything YouTube, pictures, this is probably something you're going to want to use too. So